People kissing squirrels? No, 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 no. Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm gonna be looking up my college and like on Reddit to see if there's any tea or like story times or just like, I don't know what I'm searching for, but let's see. That's what I'm talking about. Any true stories, conspiracies, or mind-boggling history about the UH campus? Okay, I have been wondering for a while if anyone can share true, surprising, intriguing, shocking. Okay, girl. Sorry. Intriguing, shocking, wonderful, or patriotic stories of any creative history that may have occurred at UH. There's a staircase that leads down to a flooded office right outside the PGH building across from the MD Anderson library. Let's look at it. Trigger warning, it's really sad, but I've heard that in the 80s, Agnes Arnold had a bad reputation for being the building that students used to commit suicide. I mainly heard this back in 2017 when that one student was found. That's a recurring thing with UH, so yeah, I don't know, like that's kind of reoccurring. So I don't know how I feel about that. When Paul Chu made his breakthrough in high temperature superconductivity, there was a rumor that it was actually one of his graduate students that made the discovery, but he took credit for it. When they announced plans for the new building to house that sort of research, now called the Science Center, some folks started referring to it as Paul Chu Pagoda. Also, I saw a yearbook from the 60s from when David Duke was a student there. Who's David Duke? So far, no tea. I'm bored. Okay. Where's the tea? Come on. What's going on, y'all? Uh-oh. The bathrooms on the higher floor of Agnes Arnold are locked because so many students got caught getting freaky in them, apparently. Okay. It's the craziest thing. That's a good one. That's the craziest thing you've seen at UH. Don't play with me. Do not play with me. Since UH has been about the semester, I got the same. Oh. 2017 girl. I don't know, like, this is so unbelievable. I don't even know what he's saying. 2017 girl getting piped on the 3rd floor lobby in CV1. She was bent over a table and there was a crowd watching from outside. And then someone's talking about, I remember that freshman year throwback. That's insane. And I don't know, like being at UH, like, it just feels like bland a little bit, if that makes sense. Like, I don't feel like anything crazy happens here, but I'm probably not outside enough, clearly. Fat squirrels, yeah, there are squirrels all over campus, so. The Greek section in the ECU, pre-COVID and before the B12 shuffle, used to get into brawls when the Cougs were losing. People dropping watermelons from the top of Stadium Garage. Someone tried to burn down the lofts in Cougar Village. Someone is going to shoot up UH rumor back in spring 2018, and it turns out the dude's Instagram was hacked and he was in a mental hospital. A UH PD alert when someone got their pizza stolen at gunpoint. Wow, sir. I did not know my school was getting. Wow. Okay. The Whitetail Squirrel Shrine. People running around the student center doing Mario Kart, like literally, I don't even know. Matching with and chatting up a professor on Bumble. I can't, like, no hate, no shade. Y'all both adults. The tuition and fees, that's funny. Professor getting arrested in class? Excuse me? 2 years ago, there was a hostage situation at the Nook. There was a police chase from an earlier robbery. The suspect pulled into UH, tried to dive through the chain link fence between Nook, and took a hostage into his car. When his car got stuck in the fence, all surrounding roads were closed and they had snipers on the rooftop and top of garages. I was able to watch the entire thing unfold from a window at the lofts alongside another 20 to 30 students. The suspect eventually surrendered after a couple hours and no one was injured. When he surrendered, almost every student around me began booing and groaning because they watched for over an hour without seeing a shootout. That still sticks out to me. So many students upset that they didn't literally see someone's head get blown off in front of them. It was my first few weeks at UH and really set the tone for the rest of my time here. All right. A guy humping the ground in the library my freshman year. Guy made small talk at first and then decided to hump the ground. Yeah, I don't know what school you guys are at because I've never seen any of this. Stop hating. The craziest thing I've seen is people faking their way through a computer science degree. A lot of computer science students cheat their way through their fundamental classes or pay people to help them or do their projects. This happens in all majors. It's wild. As someone who does the work, it's basically cheating anyway, to be honest. I also majored in computer science at UH, and I can wholeheartedly tell you that it's incredibly rampant and makes you feel like a chump when you do the work legitimately just to see all these a-holes cheating their way through. So it's not much of a flex anymore when you say you're a computer science major or that you're doing software engineer work. Everybody thinks you're a sham. My saving grace is that at the very least, I'm doing far better in my career compared to the people I knew in college. Obviously, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't care if people cheat. I'm sorry, I really don't. Like, it's gonna catch up to them. So, like, I just feel like there's no reason to take it that seriously because if you're doing the work, like, you're going to get that. Like he said, his career is further than the cheaters. So, I don't understand. Like, it's not that serious, but that's just me. So, I went to a frat party after the Frontier Fiesta concert with some friends, and one of them brought his little 16-year-old cousin who was visiting from another country. We were standing around and chatting, and this sorority girl started talking about how horny she was or something. I looked away for a second, and she was making out with him. Brought a 16-year-old cousin? So the sorority girl was making out with that little boy? Ugh. Yeah. Missing tires off people's car. Yeah, I can never remember what brand, what is it called? It's not brand, make and model. Don't play. But yeah, I can never remember which make and model, but I just know that like some cars, them tires don't last. Like them tires are getting robbed often, so. I was taking a test in class and it was me and I think 2 foreign exchange students across the room. They were caught cheating. They had written answers on paper and hid it under their lap. When the professor caught them and took their test, he said he was reporting it. They physically tried to grab it from him to the point where he had to call campus police. One of the girls didn't speak English and the other girl was trying to translate, which made it more chaotic. All while I was struggling on the last 2 questions. That's funny. Waking up Sunday morning, going to get breakfast in my car, only to find a shirtless guy laying on the side of the road by the den. I go over to wake him up and he tries to fight me thinking I'm in his room. Once I explain to him he's outside in the middle of the road, all he says is, "Where's Bayou Oaks?" I point to the direction and he just walks that way. Pretty surreal moment. Yeah, I don't know that I'd be waking anybody up. I would just walk away, sorry. So this guy at the BOS party was waiting to play the Duncan tank game. When it was his turn, he threw the football and his gun slipped out of his back pocket. He did not notice and I told him, "Hey man, you dropped your gun." He said, "Don't tell anybody and leave the party." I would have left the party. I'm not telling him. I'm going. You're confused. People kissing squirrels? No, 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 no. Oh my God. forgot what year or semester, but I saw a live robbery in broad daylight inside Student Center South. Some guy ran inside from the entrance where the help desk is, snatched somebody's backpack in the middle of the crowd, and then fled. Oh my God. So far, my math teacher getting arrested for CP. Child, you know. Aside from that, I haven't seen much crazy stuff. Yeah, luckily I haven't had that professor, but I did hear about how that professor got arrested because he had like some videos on whatever. Saw a person going to class with no pants on, just underwear and a short jacket. Had to have been hazing. Lil Wayne attending class. You guys are lying. He was there. You guys are lying. But also, I'm so angry because it's my fault because I don't get outside for real. But I feel like anytime somebody's in Houston, I always miss them. Like, Duke Dennis was at I know it's childish, but Duke Dennis was at the Houston rodeo and I really wanted to go to the Houston rodeo, but obviously I didn't go. But like, I'm just like, are you kidding me? What? I walked into my dorm room and saw 2 impaled bodies. Needless to say, that was only one of many crazy experiences. That's insane. Ugh. A guy was on a leash and barking at his girl who was holding him. No. Wow, sir, that is, well, that's my school. Go Cougs. I'm kidding. But yeah, that's interesting. Like, obviously I know we're in a dangerous area, so I figured like if there was something crazy we were gonna see, it would be more so if you were like off campus, like. But yeah, like I said, luckily I haven't really seen anything crazy actually. So actually my freshman year when I was living in Cougar Village 1, there was, I think basically somebody like snuck into the building and was like running around the building. And obviously it's not funny, but it was funny because I was just like, I was waiting for my friend to come over, so I left the door open. And I was just in my room. I was like listening to music and it was like a good song. So I was really like, I was immersed, I was focused. And then a cop walked in and like he looked like kind of like frazzled, a little bit out of breath. So yeah, he like walked in and he like said something to me, but obviously I had my headphones in so I didn't hear him. I was like, and so I took my headphones out and he was like, you need to lock this door. I was like, okay. But yeah, I think that's the craziest thing that's happened to me on campus. Luckily I haven't really experienced these. I don't know what to say. I'm kind of fearful to go outside now. So far my time has been like at University of Houston's been very safe, but also like I said, I don't go out for real, so I'm like a bad judge to tell you. But yeah, all right, thank you for watching. Make sure to, I don't know, be happy. I'm kidding.